Mayong aga sa atong tanan. It's disadvantageous to come after two other speakers who are gonna tell the same story. So I'm gonna, I'll go to a different track. Our chairman mentioned that Philippine agriculture is dying. It's a dying profession. There are a number of forces that are there. In fact, the Philippine Inquirer, two or 3 days ago, had an editorial. It said, saving agriculture. And all the details there are exactly the same as contained in the Life Bank book on smart agriculture. This is exactly the same thing. So, siguro I'm gonna add something a little bit to deepen the understanding of the situation of the culture and why I told the board of Life Bank that I've never seen a group like this in 40 years of agricultural extension. Number one, why is it dying? Farmers are aging. Farming is an endangered species. Average age is 58. Number one. Number two, the children of the farmers don't want to be farmers. Agricultural schools are closing down because there are no agriculture students entering to them. Number three, the Philippines is urbanizing. Now, before the agriculture is predominant, now urbanization is like 65 to 70% of the entire country. Everybody's flocking to the city. So number four, that creates a labor shortage in agriculture because now the wages in the city are much higher than the wages in agriculture, so everybody's flocking to the city. Number five, not yet understood, artificial intelligence is coming in very fast and is automating everything. So what will happen, like in the Midwest in the US, large farms, tens of thousands of hectares are farmed by satellite. Automatic, no human beings. That's why the remaining average age of farmers in the US is 70, and it's only 1.2% farmers in the US. Everything's getting automated. So given that situation, I had in my mind certain criteria that needed to be done to save agriculture. Number one, it must interest young people. Number two, these young people would, these young people, I thought it was, young people would actually abandon their city life to now really be in the area. Number three, that is not going to be an individual deed. It is an establishment of a new kind of agricultural community that can last into the future. Number four, and most important, that group must have inner discipline. You know, there are 7 dimensions of sustainable agriculture. I will not go through all of them, but Pestales has all the 7. Ecologically sound, economically viable, socially just, culturally appropriate, based on holistic science, appropriate technology. And the number 7, the development of the full human potential. This definition of SA, developed in the Philippines, is now Asia-wide and is starting to affect the global definition of sustainable agriculture. Because without the inner condition, and this is my experience extending for the last 50 years in agriculture. I'm revealing my age, no? So anyway, what happened there is that without the inner, oops, are you meant to self-destruct? Anyway, without that inner condition, the development of human potential, something like this cannot be done. It requires inner discipline. You know, the mainstream saying right now at the UN, at the World Economic Forum, wherever you go, World Bank, the results of an intervention depends on the interior condition of the intervener. So if the group that's carrying it is actually weak inside, that weak weakness will manifest as weakness outside. So that's why out of the 7 dimensions, the most important is the development of the full human potential. That's why when we establish a new network called the Farmer Scientists Network for the Advancement of Smart Sustainable Agriculture, they themselves, from their experience, said that part of the membership there must be open to inner conditioning. All 7 I encountered in Estales when I saw them, especially number 7. That's their secret. If people are here asking, why is this happening so fast, and you can do this, I mean, several of the government agencies are saying that, it's because the people here have inner discipline, which is already absent in most of agriculture. You cannot do sustainable agriculture if you don't have the inner condition. And that's why I had no doubt that in 2 to 3 months they will construct everything as planned. Because if they don't, they will be starved by Jane there. No. Jane will not feed. No, I'm joking, of course. No, I mean, these people have been working here until night. Like last night, she was still working here at 11:30 last night, just checking out the last one. And all of them here. So this is an unusual group. It's not only her that has it. The entire membership of the cooperative is like that. I've been here several times. I've stayed there a number of days. I've been training them. And the people I send here, they keep on saying these are people are so humble, but they do a lot. They don't talk too much, they do a lot. So I think that for me is the main reason why I shocked the Board of Life Bank by telling them, okay, if nobody would like to help Estales do the detailed proposal, which they cannot do, then I'm going to step out of the board and the detailed proposal. They were kind of shocked because they have a lot of talents, but then one of their talents is not right. They have poor grammar, they cannot express their ideas, and so on. But it doesn't really matter because they do things like this, which really count. So anyway, Estales is the launching round of what we're calling Organic 4.0. Yeah, Jane? So Organic 1.0, 2.0, last time in the Asian Conference of IFOAM, International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements, with 30 countries in this league, they were talking about Organic 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. And I said, it's now time to launch Organic 4.0. And what is that? This actually will save for me if this scatters Philippine agriculture. Number 1, there will have to be the inner condition. Number 2 is, sustainable agriculture, organic farming is not just about technology. So there has to be a value chain from production to the market and so on. And then it's going to be based on holistic science. We're in the middle of a scientific revolution, and this will change the way agriculture is practiced. It's so exciting and so on. Engaging the youth, horticultural tech. There's so many elements. I don't want to go into this. But before I end, I just want to thank Teresa Dos Ruelas of Cafe I. Teresa, can you stand up, please? So yeah. Teresa was bugging me to Estales for many months. She was the one that said, you have to meet this group, it's an unusual group. And I always said, okay, yeah, fine. I was ready, didn't want to meet them, no time. And then until she brought them to a workshop that I was doing in Cebu, then I met them, I said, okay, now I understand. The Cebu Farmers Market is also very important in this whole ecosystem. And there are a lot of initiatives. By the way, did you know that there are now 123 towns and cities around the Philippines where the mayors have committed to organic farming. It's called LOMC, the League of Organic Municipalities and Cities of the Philippines. And LOMC is a partner of the Farmer Network Scientists that we set up. And it completes the cycle because now the government is totally open for organic farming. So thank you very much, and I'm so happy to help inaugurate this thing, this talk. This will not be the last time you hear of Testares. Mark my words. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Nick, for that very, very inspiring message.